Hello everyone, Neo Rashi here. Today's my fifth of 12 days of Christmas manga review. So after today, there's gonna be 1 week left. So let's get this show on the road already. Today I'm going to review the first volume of the manga version, at least, of Magic Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More. Um, I know the anime and the light novel is called Dahlia in Bloom instead. I have no idea why they changed it for the manga and just for the manga, but I digress. So this is an Isekai, so it's not a kind of series I usually like, but I still managed to find some enjoyment in this one. Basically, it's a classic Japanese woman, or well, in this case, it's a woman, but I know it's not always women. But a classic Japanese woman who basically worked herself to death and was reborn as the daughter of a famous magic artisan. Uh, Magic artisans are basically the other world's version of inventors. So the magic artifact that the character creates in this series are basically magic version of everyday items. Actually, later in the series, I think later in the series, I think she creates a fridge or something. And if I remember right, um, yeah, early after she reincarnates in the new world, when she was young, she actually, with the help of her father, create something that's used to dry hair. So she basically created a magic hair dryer. This is something that I found funny because even though she mostly acts like an innocent child um, when she's reincarnated, she actually remembers everything from her past life. So that's why most of the items that Dahlia ends up creating are magic version of items that we use here. Again, as I said, a hair dryer or a fridge. Um, Something I kind of liked is how quickly the series goes into Dahlia becoming a full-fledged magic artisan. Something I did not like is that it goes into drama a bit too quickly. Um, in this volume, um, heavy spoilers for volume one. Um, in this volume, her father died. She gets engaged with a guy, and the guy basically calls off the engagement so he can go marry another woman. And then the same guy who broke off the engagement basically scanned her, and Dahlia decided not to, but she could like sue him, sorry, for um, fraud. So there's a lot, there's quite a lot of elements in this series that could actually apply in the real world. So although it is an isekai, it has a lot of things that would make sense in our world. So it doesn't feel entirely like an isekai at several points. Um, Another thing that I really liked is, well, Dahlia herself is really cute, especially in the early parts of uh, after the time skip, because there's a time skip. We see her as I think 17 years old at this point. But for some reason, I really, really, really love her when she has glasses. She doesn't get the glasses for long. I think in volume two she doesn't use them anymore because I think she gets some contacts or something like that. Um, but I really like her cuteness with the glasses. Also, she has a lot. Although I, with all the crap I said about the guy she was engaged to, she has a lot of allies, and this is another thing that I like because I don't like too much drama. You know me, and the fact that she has so many allies that are there to support her no matter what is something that I again really like. She also gets super friendly with a knight near the end of the volume, which I wouldn't. I haven't gotten far into the series. I haven't watched. I watched only the first 4 or 5 episodes of the anime. I haven't read the light novel. I've only read the first 3, I think, or 4 maybe, volume of the manga. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up dating or marrying the guy. But for now, they feel like friends. In by the end of the volume 1, they feel like friends, and I know later they become more or like business partner. Uh, so it develops in a way that feels kind of real. It's not like a falling in love at first sight or something like that. So what I'm trying to say is that even if the series end up becoming a romance or something, which I don't know, if you know, please don't spoil. Um, it feels the focus is really on Dahlia making magic artifacts, and her friends, allies, and supporting her. I say friends, I say allies because, uh, like the guild she's in, the merchant guild, if I remember right, they are really, really supportive of her. They don't feel like your typical greedy merchant guild masters, uh, which is another thing that I like too. Uh, but in the end of the day, it is an isekai, and I'm not a huge fan of these. But it is an isekai where the main character is not like an OP one. Uh, the only reason why she has so many allies and why she's so popular is not because uh, she's super powerful, but more because she's genuinely skilled at what she does. So she actually works to be as good as she is, and she's not like born like in do I yeah like in this series where when the main character is reborn at level 1000. Like it's not something like that. She genuinely works for to become how good she is in this series, and she has, like any normal human, she has her own strengths and weaknesses, so it makes for a more realistic isekai, which is kind of a weird thing to say. So my final score for volume 1, I think I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. Still lowering the score because it is an isekai, but um, everything I just said in a couple, like 30 or so seconds, is what definitely doesn't make me keep the score pretty high. As for the availabilities, it is a manga that was released 2.5 years ago, so uh, it might not be available. I'm just gonna check. I actually typed the title here, so just so I don't have to type it again. There's volume 7 that's coming. Yeah, previously viewed. I viewed it a couple weeks ago. uh, oh, there it is, volume 1. There's only 4, but more on the way. Oh, okay, so it's still getting printed. That's good. 16.99, which is a pretty standard price for a manga from Seven Seas. And if you order right away, you'll get it before Christmas, at least in most of Canada. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for my 6th days of Christmas manga review. Have a good day, everyone.